Hi, I'm going to keep this video very brief. I'm creating this because I couldn't find any other videos that dealt with the problems I found. I managed to solve them myself, and I'm going to show you what I've done. The problem was I have an iPhone 3G, and a few years ago I used the iPad baseband to unlock it. It's run fine up till now, and I decided to restore to improve the speed of the device. The problem was, whenever I restored it, it got about 75% of the way, and there was some iTunes error, and it started a recovery loop that you couldn't kick out of. What I've realized is whenever the restore tries to overwrite the baseband, it crashes. So what you have to do is use a custom firmware to overcome this. The method I've used, I've included a RapidShare RAR file which contains the things you need: RedSnow, a restore point 4.2.1, and SNOWBREEZE to create the custom firmware. Firstly, we're going to go ahead and create the custom firmware. So open up SNOWBREEZE. And select the ISPW included. Go to the expert mode, click on the first one. These three things here can be done using Cydia apps, so there's no need to add them to the custom firmware, except for this one, which if you're not on the original carrier, then you need to activate the device. So go ahead. Do not click this. Custom firmware will automatically not overwrite the baseband area. If you click this, even though you already have the iPad baseband, it won't work. Click Build ISPW and go ahead. It's going to pause while we wait for this to finish. Once this is finished, do not click OK. It will launch iReb, which is not the method I found works very well for starting DFU mode in the iPhone. So just exit SNOWBREEZE and you'll see it created custom firmware on the desktop. So now we need to start DFU mode, so we use RedSnow for this. So bring up RedSnow, browse for the ISPW that we're going to use, the original ISPW. It doesn't really matter, it just needs to pass this first stage, because we're not going to use this to create the custom firmware. Because the way that RedSnow does it is it patches the original rather than overwrite the entirety, which causes it not to work. So we ignore all of this and just click Enter DFU mode. Now, the method it shows after this, I find is not the best description of how to enter it. So while this page is up, hold both the power and home key until the phone resets. Wait about 2 seconds, then release the power while still holding the home key, and wait. And what should happen is the screen will say you've entered DFU mode, do a few things, and it will be fine. I'm not restoring my device, I'm just showing you how, but this won't come up. If it does, then just do it again and try and get into DFU mode. Once it's in DFU mode, just exit RedSnow and you can go into iTunes. You need to be connected to the internet for this to work. because it uses the internet to realize that your phone is in DFU mode. While your phone will not come up like this, it will just give you the option to restore. So hold Shift and click Restore, and you'll get a choice of the ISPW that's used. We want to use the one that we put on the desktop, custom firmware. And go ahead and begin to restore. I'm not going to restore my device, so I'm just going to click Cancel. What should happen after this is the phone should restore with none of the errors that happen during the bit where it's writing the baseband, and everything should be fine, just like a normal restore. After you've done this, you never need to enter the DFU mode again, and you can just restore to the custom firmware if you want to reset your device by holding Shift and clicking Restore. So it's probably best keeping the SNOWBREEZE custom firmware in a safe folder somewhere, so you can always go back to it. Thanks.